Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Covert Action is another social deduction game, and this game was produced quite a while ago, and I would assume it was kind of in the beginning of those social deduction games where we're playing teams, kind of like Bang or The Resistance, where you're on a team, and people will have abilities based on which character they're randomly assigned, and you want to keep those hidden, and you want people to think you're somebody who you're not. And all that social deduction goodness that you're used to will be here. This one's a little bit easier to play. I think that it's a little bit looser with the rules, and I think it has a little bit more of a party game atmosphere to it than a lot of the other ones do. I think it's going to be very easy to play this with non-gamers. It's a little small box. It's going to fit right in your pocket if you wanted to, or inside of a purse. And I think that it will be easy to transport, easy to pull out, easy to play. I think it takes you 2-3 minutes to know the rules and to teach the rules, and then I think once you're kind of going after a couple plays, the social deduction and the metagaming will occur. It's pretty standard, not a whole lot here that you haven't seen in other places, but remember, it's probably in the earlier scope of these releases. So for me, it's a keeper because of the portability of it. I do like that, it doesn't have, it's kind of more like a spy theme to it. I think it's going to work with non-gamers a little bit better than maybe like the Cyberpunk of the Resistance or something like that. Although my favorite is probably Avalon. That's probably my favorite social deduction game. I do like New Salem a lot. This one would be in the upper echelon, but maybe somewhere in the middle. This is Covert Action. It's a little social deduction game by R&R Games. You can see it just kind of hangs up there in like a store shelf. When you open it up, you're going to get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. But for the most part, you're going to get these cards that will come with it. They're kind of thin. They really don't have any kind of finish on them, which is kind of weird. They don't feel all that great, but you can kind of see what you get in here. It's very generic artwork and things. There's an alternate 3-team play in here. So there's a blue team you can play with if you want to. Got some clip art on here. It doesn't look all that great. But, it's an inexpensive game. If you want a little social deduction, the components are fine. This can fit in your pocket. For that, I'll say it's fine. But, nothing about these components are going to make you write home about. Here is the rule book. It's one of those that kind of, you fold it up to kind of get it in there, right? You're going to have contents listed, but you're not going to have any pictures. Kind of shows you maybe what it would look like all set up, and then playing the round, the end of a round. Everything you need is right here. And then different number of players, etc. The setup you'll have at the end of the game, and some optional rules if you want to do that. You probably need 5 minutes, 10 minutes to read through this. You'll be up and playing. If you ever played a social deduction game, this is going to be one on the lighter scale of things. So there's going to be 3 cards you can have here, 3 different colors. If you want to have a team, there's a team essence, but for the most part, you're going to have 2 different teams that you're going to have. Now, these cards will have different characters that you'll have in them, and both of the teams should have the same colors, just in different colors. So the cards should be all of the same. First you do is you take the red deck and the blue deck. You're going to shuffle them together just to kind of randomize the cards. You're going to take 1 red card and 1 blue card, and it will be out. And then everybody else will get dealt 1 of these cards, and I'll put what team they're on with a red and blue team, and we'll also secretly show them what role they are for the game. So there really aren't any roles in the game, and everybody kind of takes their turn simultaneously. So you're going to have different characters. You might have the bodyguard. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to make the other team believe that they are the sniper. And if they get shot, then that team would fail. You're going to have the mole. So if you get the red mole, you're actually playing for the blue team, but the red team might think that you're one of them. The mole for the red team is going to win if the blue team wins. And that's how that's going to work. And the blue team will have a mole that works exactly the same. You're going to have a cleaner. The cleaner will be a sniper if the sniper was eliminated from the game, or they will be a bodyguard if the sniper is in the game. So if the sniper's not in the game, this is the person that you want to shoot or shoot with. If they're in a bodyguard, then you don't want to shoot with them. The last one is the sniper. The sniper is the person that you're trying to shoot on their team. You either want to shoot their sniper or their mole, and that will have you win for the round. When you win for the round, you're going to get these cards that will have plans on them. And if you're able to get 1 of each of the plans, then you will win the game. So you kind of want to shuffle these up and take 1 of these. And you want to be on the side that wins each round. If you are, so let's say you're the blue team and you shoot the red mole. then you'll get one of these plan cards, etc. And that's how you play Covert Action.
Who can I recommend this to? I'd say this would lean more to non-gamers. I think it's a very simplistic social deduction game. I think it works in that results very, very well. And I think that non-gamers are going to like the theme of this spy and the bodyguard and all that. I think it's going to work very well. It has a party game atmosphere to it, so non-gamers are going to respond to that more than I think the cyberpunk of the resistance, which might be a little bit more nerdish, if you will. This will be more mainstream or widely accepted, I suppose. For me, this is probably going to be a Purge, just for the fact that we don't play social deduction games a lot. Probably going to keep one or two of them only in very unique circumstances. I don't need a lot of these. And this one will just be a little bit too simplistic for our taste.